Gaffer, was that a grind?
I think it was hard work. You know, it was a difficult afternoon. You know, for everyone concerned, and it's testament to the way that, you know, the Avon and Hemel Hempstead have set up for this game. You know, it was incredible. The performance, the heroics, and they've give everything for the manager. And I've just said to the manager then, you know, you've got a group of players there that are prepared to die for you. You know, it's something that is quite inspirational when you see a team that have got giving you everything. You know, the keeper's pulled off some worldies second half, and they've had an inspirational day. So, you know, massive credit to the opposition, but you know, well done for the second half performance, because we dug in and we had to produce match-winning moments, which we did.
Nathan Cameron, when he's turned and volleyed that in from the edge of the box, did you see that one coming?
We were applying pressure. You know, we was applying the pressure. We'd had a couple of near misses, and again, you know, you've got your goal scorers, you've got Nards and Rosie on the pitch, and Danny Mayer, and it weren't their day today. You know, Nicky Adams, but certainly when it's gone to Cam, he's composed himself, and time just seemed to stop still. They couldn't get the block on it, and he spun on it, and it's a fantastic finish.
And that third goal, Nicky Adams won't let that ball get by, would he?
No, he wouldn't. You know, Nicky was superb second half, threatening him behind, looking to hurt him in behind, and it was a good goal. But by that, again, we only got the third because they, you know, sent 5 or 6 men up front, and they become disjointed because, you know, they had a right go, and we opened them up 3 or 4 times, you know, late on, but they stuck fast and got numbers behind the ball and really made it really difficult for us.
Were you expecting that performance from them?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I think last night when you watched Warrington and you watched the performance from them players and what it meant to them players, you realise how special this cup is, and you know, you can't take anyone, you know, lightly or underestimate a team. And you know, I think we did for the first 15 minutes, but we've put as much work into this opposition as we have any opposition we've played all season. We've been meticulous in the detail, and we didn't produce today, but you know, I've seen, you know, some of the results and that, and some of the teams that have gone out of the FA Cup today, and I can understand why after, you know, having a difficult afternoon.
Into the hat for the next round, was that the important thing today?
That's the only thing. The only thing is winning the football match. The only thing is getting through to the next round, and the only thing is trying to get through without sort of casualties and injuries, and we've been able to do that. So, you know, I'm delighted we're in the next round. There's no doubt about that. I'm quite excited, you know, to be in the next round. You know, and it's, you know, we're in the next round of the FA Cup, which is key for me.
3 kids on the bench today. Are injuries biting?
A little bit, but you know, it's something that's the way it is. We've had a low squad all season, and you know, and they've deserved the chance after the 2 weeks they've had. They've certainly deserved the chance. You know, Dudds with his goals, Burge with his performances, and Rhodes. So they've deserved the opportunity to get in and be part of the FA Cup. And I wanted to be, you know, real key factors in being around it and sample it and feel it, to give them that hope that progression's there. So they're potentially biting, but you know, we'll be okay.
Judging by the fact Nards is on the pitch and scoring, his trip to the specialist went well.
Really well, really well. He's had a second opinion, which sometimes you need, and you know, Nards has gone there, and it is, for the minute, it's good news. You know, we're still exploring stuff this week and exploring different avenues and trying to manage the injury site as opposed to have surgical intervention. So, you know, it's great news to have him on there, and he looks hungry, he looks fixed and focused, and again, it's just shown the professionalism of Nards today, the way he's come on the pitch, and there was a calmness about his performance. There was a calmness, and when everything else was being rushed, Nards just slowed us down a little bit.
On to Tuesday then, another cup, another different type of game.
Absolutely. You know, it's Johnson's Paints game. It's a game that we want to be competitive in. At the minute, I'm just a bit clouded by, you know, obviously today's events and where we're at. But we'll have a shakedown tomorrow. We'll have a really concise and detailed brief of this game to move on to Tuesday night's game.
Just mentioned Nars before. He looked to be limping Flickers a little bit towards him. That's just a.
He took,
just a knock.
Well, Cam sort of come across him and fell on him.
Oh, so that's great, isn't it?
It's the last one. You know, if it's standing there, the butterfly, you're all right. But Cam's landed on him, so he just took one in his back. So it's nothing to do with.
So nothing to cry horse.
No, it's not. No.
Excellent. Just mentioning Cam there. Dean Brennan described him as goals like Mark Hughes like.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's very athletic. You know, and he's spun on it and got his backside in and just spun it well. So listen, he's in there. Cam stood up to the test today. You know, it was a difficult test, and Cam stood up to it and embraced the game and embraced the intensity of the game. And he's done well in that moment.
To be fair, that was about his third attempt on goal, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, he was unlucky on a couple of occasions. You know, he's coming in and he's quite aggressive when he's in the box, and it's something we're trying to look at. You know, we want him scoring more goals. I do believe that he's a goal scoring centre half, you know, from set pieces, and I think once now he's got that one, he might just be able to settle down a bit. But I do believe he'll get goals from set pieces.
Overall, that second half, you totally and utterly dominated. I think they had one attempt to goal. How hard is it to keep that patience? To think, look, we're way on top here. You know, we just got to.
I think it's not hard for me because you know it's what we try and do, and you know we try and swing the ball and go out the other side if it's clogged up with numbers. I think it's hard sometimes for the fans. I think that's who get frustrated at it, and you know they want every ball in the box. And I saw Exeter last night; they just kept shelling balls into the box, and they can deal with that. They can deal with that. You know, they set up to deal with that. It's what they get all the time. So you know, we want to try and probe and go from different angles and get crosses and passing from different angles. And I think we did. You know, we created a lot of chances second half, but wow, you know, they've put the bodies on the line. You know, they've put. Keeper's made 3 fantastic saves, and you know they've deserved the chance to make it a really tough afternoon. And every credit to them. You know, we've shared a bit of time with the manager and the coach, and you know they're great lads.
Yeah, they got great deserved ovation at the end, I think, as well, didn't they?
1,000,000%. You know, we watched them in the games against Nuneaton, and they're fighting tooth and nail for the manager, and they want to do well. So. You know, every credit to him. And again, I wouldn't have liked to have gone down to Hemel, you know, and played that replay after seeing this today. It would have been a really tough evening. So, you know, credit to my boys, like you said, for probing and keeping going and keeping to the process. We've got firepower on the pitch, and we certainly proved that second half.
How are we with Lowe and with Jonesy, injury-wise?
Jonesy's probably going to be 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks.
What is it? Is that his hamstrings?
Yeah, his hamstrings. Yeah, it's just you know, it's I think it's grade 1 or just a bit worse than grade 1 hamstring injury. You know, so he's probably maybe 4 weeks out. So that's something that, yeah, it is, because he was really finding his form. He was he's been in good form, but just of late I've seen a real sharpness about his game and a quality to his game. So you know, that's a miss. Lowe, you know, it's hernia operation, so he's had the operation. So you know, we might be looking at 10 days from now. You know, it's quite quick, and wow, you know, he's not missed a day's training. He's as fit as there is out there. So that does have a big bearing on coming back from them injuries. So
now we know why you got Hayden White in.
Yeah, you know, and the good thing, because we've registered him yesterday, it's a week he misses. So we've got today's game, Tuesday and Saturday. Yeah, so we've got him for the Newport game. So it's really important. Plus, I'm looking at the 27th. That's the key date in our strategy. That's the key date for us not being able to sign players. So we've got him for 6 weeks. I think we've done up to the 4th of Jan. To cover another game. So you know, there's some really tough fixtures, you know, in that month, and we've covered that off. So that's the important one with getting Aidan in. Yeah,
you've gone for quality rather than quantity, haven't you, at the start of the season? It's working a treat so far. Might you just have to go for a bit of quantity as well now?
No, I don't think we need to. I think, you know, we've brought in Aidan, who's gone up to Carlisle and be fantastic. He's on our doorstep. He wants to be a part of this project, and you know, he's certainly. He is quality, you know. He'll get us driving forward. He'll give us size and presence at the back. So it's a good addition. We've just got to negotiate these 3 games. He was never going to play today. He was never going to play on Tuesday. So really, I'm only missing him for 1 game. So you know, it's the games that I can pick him that I'm looking forward to picking him.
Anything else come back that recruitment meeting you saying you had last week?
Oh yeah.
Are there
Yeah, oh,
anything
yeah.
you can tell us publicly?
Not at the minute. You know, we try and do our business. You know, we've got a few things in the pipeline and things we're quite excited about. So over the next, you know, to the 27th, that's the date we're really working hard to, and you know, we'll make sure that we've got enough numbers to get us to January. I think that's the key thing now. Working on a small squad, we've kept a massive percentage of the squad fit, but we're just under our target. We had 95% players available, and now we're down to about 80%. So we've just got a few injuries that we just need to make sure we've got cover on.
You mentioned cover. I mean, what part of the squad do you really feel that you need to sort of supplement a little bit?
I think if it can improve the squad, we'll keep looking and keep looking. This thing won't stop. You know, the recruitment and the involvement of this team will not stop. You know, there's players in the team at the minute that, you know, I want to put pressure on. I want to put competition, you know, in between that and in and around that group. We need numbers, but we certainly just won't be bringing numbers in to fill the squad up. We'll be bringing numbers in to improve the squad.
And just to clarify, Hayden White is possibly for cover for Jonesy, or is he more of a defender rather than a wing back?
Hayden White is here for competition to anyone who's down the right side. He gives cam competition, he gives right side centre half, he gives us a right back and a right wing back, so fantastic addition.
Okay, right, cheers.